Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and I would like to share with you another interesting game played by Mikhail Tal. His opponent is Valerij Zhuravliov, and the game was played at 1967 USSR Championship. Tal had white pieces and he started with knight f3. Tal chose Re2 to surprise his opponent and avoid theory. d5 by Zhuravliov, c4, e6, g3, knight f6, bishop g2, bishop e7. We see castling by both sides, b3, white is going to flank to his second bishop, knight c6, e3, d4, e takes d4, c takes d4, rook e1, rook e8, d3, bishop f8, black is opening up the rook's path, a3, white is trying to start an advancement on the queen's side, a5, stopping white's advancement, knight e5, we see the exchange of knights on e5 square, knight d7, and instead of moving back his rook, Mikhail Tal played rook b5. He's attacking the pawn on b7. Of course, the rook on b5 square looks somehow misplaced, but on the other hand, all this looks very entertaining. e5 and knight d2. Well, let's have a look. Why not bishop takes b7? Then black can capture on b7 and then play knight c5. If rook b5, then a4, and if b4, then knight b3. Black has a compensation for the sacrificed pawn, though let's not forget that white has also two powerful passed pawns on b and c files. Instead, after e5, knight d2 was played, rook a6, queen e2, intensifying the pressure on e5 square, and knight c5. Here comes b4, knight a4, and knight b3, protecting the bishop, a takes b4, a takes b4, knight takes b2, queen takes b2, rook b6, and we also see the exchange of rooks on b6 square. b5, white is grabbing more space, bishop f5, now black bishop is starting to target this vulnerable pawn on d3 square, queen e2, h6, bishop e4, we also see the exchange of bishops on e4 square, bishop b4. Well, if we have a look at the board, of course white's position is preferable. White rook has the total control over the a file. This queen is more active than black queen, is putting pressure both on b7 and on e5. Rook a2 and rook e6. Actually, this is a total blunder, but Tal didn't use his chance and played rook e2. Instead of playing rook e2, he could play rook a8 check and exploit the back rank weakness. If bishop f8, then queen d5 with the intention of knight c5, both attack the rook, and knight d7. If e4, then knight c5. If e takes d3, then simply knight takes e6 and then queen f3, stopping these pawns at the same time attacking the bishop on f8. But after rook e6, rook e2 was played. g6, queen d5. Already white wants to capture on e5, and queen a7. The queen is going to penetrate from the a file. c5 was played, but let's have a look. What if rook takes e5? Then after the exchange on e5, black can play queen a3. If knight takes d4, then queen takes d3. If queen d5, then bishop c3. And if knight f3 after the exchange on d5 square, still black can fight for a draw. That's why after queen a7, Tal decided not to go for too many simplifications and played c5. Queen a4, queen c4. The queen will now support these pawns from behind. Queen a3, b6, bishop c3, queen d5, and h5. Now look, the queen is protecting the knight on b3 square, but in this position Tal captured on b7, allowing queen takes b3. Here comes queen c8 check, and after king g7, b7 was played, and it turns out that this pawn is unstoppable. But at the same time, this allows queen d1 check, after which black is also winning white's rook. But now Mikhail Tal's second queen appears on the board, b8 queen. Actually, this is a very rare scene to see Mikhail Tal having two queens on the board. Usually he's sacrificing his queens, but this time he has two queens on the board. Right now white is threatening queen h8 checkmate. Actually, already the engine shows mate in 8. It turns out that black king is entangled in a mating net. King f6 was played, queen h8 check. King f5, queen g8 coming after the pawn on f7, rook f6, queen g7 and black resigned. There is no way to protect this rook. If rook c6, then queen takes f7 and then h4 check and then queen d7 check and queen takes e6 checkmate. Another interesting game by Mikhail, especially I liked that rook maneuver, e5, rook b5, and of course that final sacrifices which allowed Mikhail to promote the pawn to a queen was also very impressive. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave your comments. I hope that you enjoyed this game. Good luck.